Good evening, baseball fans. It is game number 9 here of the AAA American Legion Regional Tournament here in Wisconsin Rapids. It is the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers taking on the Stevens Point Sixers. Stevens Point already locked into tomorrow. They'll be playing DC Everest at 5 o'clock. The question is, will that game end up being a potential doubleheader, or will we be guaranteed 2 games tomorrow night? We'll find out in just a couple of hours. This is your Auto Select pregame show. Get Auto Select Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. Locations: Church Street, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. My name is Mike Wendland. Braden Sutter on the production side of things tonight here from Wisconsin Rapids. Again, this is the scenario as it is right now. We are down to 3. 3 teams remain here in this tournament. Stevens Point was already guaranteed the berth at state via being the host. They are also guaranteed tomorrow, as they are currently undefeated. They will play at 5 o'clock no matter what against DC Everest. But if they win this game, if Stevens Point wins this game, they will have to lose twice to Everest tomorrow, and also Everest will then be guaranteed a berth at state. So if Stevens Point wins, we will know our 2 teams from this tournament going to state. It would be Stevens Point and DC Everest. If Wisconsin Rapids wins, they will play the winner of that game tomorrow at 7:30. They would play the winner of Point and Everest. And if Point would beat Everest, then it would be Rapids going to state, guaranteed. So a lot on the line, obviously, in the next couple of hours. And over the course of the next 24 hours, we could see 2 different fan bases cheering for Stevens Point that aren't just Stevens Point Sixer fans. So that being said, we're going to take a quick time out, hear from our friends over at Auto Select, come back, take a look at how each team got to this point here in the tournament and what they can look forward to in this, including our pitching matchup and our starting lineups, all coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
As our Auto Select pregame continues, we'll take a look at how each team got to this point. We'll start on Tuesday. Our first game, Wausau took down Plover. Then Everest was able to get one over Marshfield, and Stevens Point was able to take down Wisconsin Rapids. Yesterday, Plover was eliminated in Game 4, losing to Marshfield. Wisconsin Rapids in 11 innings was able to defeat Wausau and put us in the alternate bracket. Stevens Point was able to take down Everest. And then today, Marshall got eliminated earlier this afternoon by Wisconsin Rapids after a rain delay and a great bounce-back performance after the rain delay by the Rangers. And then DC Everest just eliminated Wausau 5-4 in a thrilling game to lead us to this point, which again leads us here. Where again, if Wisconsin Rapids wins, they are guaranteed into the 7:30 game, the last game of the tournament. They would take on the winner of Point and Everest. If Point wins, Point and Everest go to state, and they will play tomorrow with Everest needing to win twice. Otherwise, Stevens Point would be the regional champs as well. That is all to be determined the next couple hours of this game and the next 24 hours as we wrap up the regional tournament tomorrow night. I'm glad to be with you guys for every game of the tournament this week. Multiple games over in Eau Claire, Stratford, and Wapaka, and other really regional tournaments over the next few days. Then AAA and AA state tournaments next week in Stevens Point and in New London. Whole bunch of games coming your way on Zaleski Sports over the next week to wrap up the baseball season, and then we'll turn things toward the fall. Again, this has been your Auto Select pregame show. Again, Auto Select Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs and maintenance and tires with complete auto repair services, with locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, you can look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. Again, so we're waiting on our I think we're just waiting on our umpires at this point to head in. We'll get our pregame meetings with the coaches, Court Helper, Bobby Opiola. Our pitching matchup tonight is going to be Zach Richter getting the start. He's been the ace all summer long for Stevens. He's going to be making his 7th start of the summer. He will take on Jarrett Seligowski, who will get the start for Wisconsin Rapids, who making just his 2nd start of the year, or of the summer. As I see our umpires near the dugouts, they'll be heading out just shortly, and they'll be wearing black tonight. Wisconsin Rapids in their blue jerseys, red sleeves, numbers, letters, and caps. Stevens Point in their white jerseys, blue sleeves, blue numbers, red letters, red caps. As we get ourselves ready in just a couple moments. That being said, let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you tonight by Associated Bank. When every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. We'll start with the visiting team tonight, which will be Stevens Point. As they lost the coin toss, they will line up as follows. In the leadoff spot will be the center fielder, number 3, Peyton Fleece. Hitting second and doing the pitching, number 42, right-hander Zach Richter. Batting third and in right field today, number 4, Coy Karalunas. In the cleanup spot at third base, number 40, Jonathan Trelka. Batting fifth in left field, number 16, Braden Marschke. Batting sixth and doing the catching is number 5, Matthew Ostrowski. Batting seventh at first base is number 1, Austin Gray. Hitting eighth at second base, number 77, Trevor Hansen. And hitting ninth at shortstop, number 52, Royce Lown. Again, Fleece, Richter, Karalunas, Trelka, Marschke, Ostrowski, Gray, Hansen, and Lown for the Sixers of Stevens Point. On the other side for Wisconsin Rapids, they will line up as follows. Leading off and playing second base will be number 6, Landon Freeman. Batting in the 2 spot at shortstop, number 9, J.J. Oswald. Batting third at third base, number 8, Brett Simonson. In the cleanup spot in right field, number 11, Matthew Vollert. Batting fifth at first base, number 19, Josh Dekarski. Hitting sixth and doing the pitching, number 14, Jarrett Seligowski. Hitting seventh in center field is number 16, Jordan Seligowski. Hitting eighth and doing the catching, number 13, Adam Bouchard. And hitting ninth in left field, number 18, Josh Bush. Again, Freeman, Oswald, Simonson, Vollert, Dekarski, Seligowski, Bouchard, and Bush for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, your starting lines have been brought to you tonight by Associated Bank. Or in every market that they serve, Associated Bank's committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. Again, here at the north field of the Quadplex, dimensions symmetrical, 325 down the lines, 365 to the alleys, 380 to center. Fairly high fence all the way around. If I remember, we have not seen a home run yet this week. We've seen some that have come close, but not out. As we get set for game number 9. And one more time, our scenario, which will, again, periodically update throughout the night for people who may just be joining in. If Stevens Point wins, the Sixers will also not only punch their ticket to state fully, or continue their ticket, I should say, they will also punch a ticket of DC Everest to the state tournament next week. And then they would play tomorrow with Everest having to win twice. If Wisconsin Rapids wins, they would play the nightcap tomorrow. They would play the winner of Point and Everest over the course of tomorrow, which would guarantee us 2 games tomorrow evening. It looks like the team is about ready to take the field. And the Rangers have taken the field. Again, right-hander Jarrett Seligowski will take the mound and get ourselves ready to go. For Seligowski, it's his 5th appearance, his 2nd start. He's 1-0 in 8 innings pitched. And we get to this point in the tournament, it's always who's got pitching left as we get toward the last couple of days. You throw your 1 and 2 usually early. Make sure, because you got to win. It's survive and advance to get to this point. Stevens Point, though, has had the benefit. They've been able to not have to throw Richter till today. And when we talked to him last night, when I interviewed Zach, he made the point that because they're already locked into state, they're playing looser. They're having fun. They're just playing baseball with their friends. They're very relaxed, and they seem pretty much ready to go as we get set for this one. So we'll get a couple more warm-ups in for Seligowski. The defense behind him here, outfield from left to right. Josh Bush is in left, Jordan Seligowski in center, and Vollert is in right. Simonson mans the hot corner over at third base. There'll be Oswald and Freeman up the middle. Tokarski picks it at first, and Bouchard's doing the catching for the Rangers. We get our final throwdown. And here comes Peyton Fleece to lead things off. Getting slightly behind schedule. We had some rain earlier. They had a delay in the first game of the day between Rapids and Marshfield. And the last game went a little longer. It was a low scoring with multiple pitching changes. So first pitch will be 8:15 Central Time. And the first one to Fleece is up, ball one, and we're underway. There's one turned on, foul just past the third base dugout. And it's occupied by the Rangers. It's 1-1 on the Stevens Point center fielder. Might as well that the Dahl family vehicles has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now I'd like to earn your 5-star review through Dahl Honda, Dahl Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. You can learn more online at dahlauto.com. It's 2-1 on Fleece. He fouls that one back, and it's 2-2. Last night, Fleece was 1 for 4 with a couple of runs scored. Did hit a triple in that game. As he will line that one to right field. That's down a base hit. Cut off quickly by Vollert. Will hold him to a leadoff single. So leadoff man aboard with good speed for Stevens Point. That'll bring up the pitcher, Zach Richter. Richter, our Highlight House player of the game last night. Had a couple of hits, drove in a run, drove in the eventual winning run. It was 2 for 3. As he swings and pops it up on the infield. Freeman calls for it, and he'll make the catch. And that's out number 1. Here's Coy Karalunas. Runner goes. It's a breaking ball. Throw to second is going to be late. It's going to hit Fleece in the back. And he will steal second. So we'll sure to go out and make sure that he is on the right page with Seligowski. And they said they're good to go. Ready for all of your tire and auto service needs. Look to Shiro Tire and Auto Service with great deals on tires that fit your needs. A sure thing to get back on the road. That's Shiro Tire and Auto Service. That one will be lined foul past the on-deck circle. 1-1. Moncoy Karalunas in right field tonight. Was at first base the first couple of games with Gray over at first. He'll be in right. Fleece going to third. He got a great jump. The throw will be late, and a leaping attempt will keep it on the infield from Simonson, and another stolen base for Peyton Fleece. Two and one now, the counts on Karalunas. And he fouls that one in and out of the mitts. El Bashar, 2-2. Seligowski works the stretch and gets the swing and a miss. That high breaking ball. Karalunas upset with himself, heading back to the dugout. And that's out number 2. So 2 down for Jonathan Trelka, the third baseman. He threw a complete game back on Tuesday night against this very team.
Number 40, Jonathan Trelka.
He will take one up for ball 1. Look, that one was 3 runs in the 6th. And a 3-2 win is there's one inside, 2-0. Karalunas, the 2-run single that had tied it, and then A pass ball that Trelka scored will end up being the winning run. Is that one nowhere close, down and away? Fleece scampering home. He will score. And a wild pitch brings home the first run of the game. It is 1-0 Stevens Point here in the top half of the first. Three and nothing the counts on Trelka. So the house will work from the windup. And he'll be outside. It's a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Braden Marschke. Marschke, the left fielder.
Left fielder, number 16, Braden Marschke.
Trelka leads. That one spikes in a nice backhand pick by Bouchard. And that's ball one. That one in there. It's a called strike. So 1-1. Run is in on one hit. That one will bounce in there. 2-1. Fleece led off the inning with a single. He stole second. He stole third. And then the wild pitch brought him around. 2-1 the counts on Marschke. And he will chop one foul past third. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Stevens Point left fielder tonight. Look over, runner holds, and that one's fouled away in a high breaking ball. Seligalski hasn't quite gotten the depth yet on that breaking ball. He's been missing with it up. It's kind of flattening out. There's a ground ball in the hole, just under the glove of a diving Oswald, and then the left field, a base hit. And they're at first and second for Matthew Ostrowski, the catcher. So he'll get the shin guards off and head to the plates. Ostrowski's been in the 9 spot the first 2 games, while behind the plate, and moving up to 6 today.
Sixers catcher, number 5, Matthew Ostrowski.
First one to Ostrowski. Is up and over his head, ball 1. 2 hits and a walk in the inning. And the 1-0 is fouled away, first base side, and it'll be 1-1. Already 23 pitches thrown. More Jarrett Seligalski. And that will be just up. 2-1. Three and 1, down and away. Three balls and a strike. And he missed ball 4, another walk, and they're loaded for Austin Gray. 2 walks in the inning, 2 hits. And a chance for Gray to add on to this lead.
First baseman, number 1, Austin Gray.
That's up, and it's 1-0. Seligalski's going to work from the windup. And that one is just a touch up, and it's 2-0. And you're wild. Borderline calls usually not going to end up going your way. The 2-0. Swinging away, and that's a ground ball deflected to second. They're going to flip it for the force, and the inning is over. So outside of the single run, no other harm done. 1 run on 2 hits and 3 runners left. We have played 1 half inning. Stevens Point's on top, 1-0, but the Wisconsin Rapids will get their first at bat. You're watching the AAA American Legion Regional on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Bottom half of inning number 1, Zach Richter out there getting his warm-ups in. He's going to make his 7th start. He's 2-3, a 3.78 earned run average. He's thrown almost 30 innings over the course of this summer. So he'll face the top of the order, Freeman, Oswald, and Simonson. So we play in prime time under the lights here in Wisconsin Rapids. Defense for the Sixers will be as follows. Your outfield from left to right. It'll be Marschke, Fleece, and Karolounis. Trelka will man third base up the middle. It's going to be Lown and Hansen. Gray will pick it at first. Ostrowski once again back behind the plate for Stevens Point. Members of our friends over at Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind. Roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors, they guarantee quality you can trust. And that's Infinity Exteriors. Here goes Landon Freeman to lead things off, second baseman. And the Rangers need to win this game, keep their season going, and would give them a pretty solid chance at making it to state tomorrow. And there's strike 1. Stevens Point looking to make it so there may only be 1 game tomorrow. We'll put them and DC Everest at the state tournament. The 0-1. Up 1-1. And Richter getting the start now, and that as he will have a hopper to Gray. He will smother it and take it himself. 3 unassisted, and that's out number 1. And Richter's all throwing today. We'll make him available then to start on Tuesday. That's why they throw him today and not tomorrow. Because he can go 105 today, and he would have the 4 days of rest going into the state tournament on Tuesday, where you think he would then start game 1 on the first day of the tournament. That's the primetime game, the last game of the day. The host team will always play, as there's ball 1 on Oswald. The 1-0 is there, and it's 1-1. We've had a couple different delays over the course. There's a ground ball to second. Hansen steps and throws in time for out number 2. A couple of ground outs here to start the outing for Richter. We've had a couple of rain delays during the first games of the day, last couple of days, but other than that, it's been pretty solid here. Actually, the rain really cooled things down about 30 degrees, which is always nice. So here's Simonson. Simonson coming off an incredible pitching performance yesterday. So he takes one up, went into the 9th. In an all-timer, he went to the 9th. Davis Winter from Austin went into the 10th. Each guy giving up a run, as there's a strike, 1-1 on Simonson. Ended up being a bases clearing triple by Vollert. There's a drive into right and deep. Karolounis going back. That's going to one-hop the fence. Extra bases for Simonson. He will cruise into second base with a 2-out double. A 2-out double for Brett Simonson brings up Matthew Vollert, the right fielder. The 11th inning hero yesterday. Result from our friends Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft, the local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack stick, cheese curds, cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft.
Right fielder, number 11, Matthew Ballard.
Look over, and then he will have a ground ball into left field, a base hit. They're going to send him around third. The throw's here from Marshke. It is cut off, and there will be no play as Simonson dives in, and we're tied. Vollert, another run batted in. As Marshke went right to the cutoff. They did not cut 4. It looked like they were setting up to cut 2. And now here comes Josh Dekarski, first baseman. Back-to-back 2-out hits for the Rangers. There's a ground ball to short. Royce Lown will take the long throw in time. And Gray was just able to keep his foot on the bag to end the inning. However, Wisconsin Rapids gets a run on a couple of hits. And they leave one as we have played one complete, and it's a 1-1 ball game. It's Game 9 of the American Legion AAA Regional on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Top half of inning number 2. It'll be the bottom of the order, 8-9-1 for the Stevens Point Sixers against Jarrett Seligowski. It'll be Hanson, Lown, and Fleece. In a 1-1 ball game, each team will run on 2 hits. In that first inning, a 2-out rally from Wisconsin Rapids. The Simonson double, then the Vollert single. A wild pitch brought in Fleece in the top half of the first to bring in the first run of the ball game. As here's Trevor Hanson, playing second base this week. Left-handed hitter. As he'll take a strike on that outside corner. It's 0-1. Resident Whitetail Properties Real Estate is your premier hunting land, farmland, and recreational land broker. If you're looking to buy or sell, Central Wisconsin agents are Brian and Evan Roosh at whitetailproperties.com. It's 1-1 on Hanson. Seligowski was set up first base side of the rubber. Slides into his windup and misses down and in. 2 balls and a strike. As we get beautiful sunsets, the night in the sky, turn into nighttime. Lights are on. It's 3-1. And it's a leadoff walk on Hanson. He hustles down to first as Bouchard took his time getting, but it's a live ball. You don't see it too often, but sometimes you see a guy maybe try and take an extra base. I know Joey Batts did it probably 10 years ago when he was with Toronto. We saw yesterday a run score on a throwback to the pitcher that got away. Royce Lowndes squares, takes low. Ball one. The shortstop. Third baseman Simonson playing in. This time he does not square and takes in the outside corner, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. And he bunts through it, throw back to first, and Hansen will dive back in there. So it'll be a ball and 2 strikes on Royce Lowndes, the shortstop. Simonson still playing somewhat up. And he will pop it up, foul and out of play. Now hit the bleachers on the softball diamond. 1-2. And again, that breaking ball is up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Legowski struggling to find his command with that curveball, following through. There's a ground ball to third. 5, 4. There will be no return throw. They'll get the lead runner on the fielder's choice. And there will be 1 down as we go back to the top of the order with Peyton Fleece. Fleece singled, stole 2 bases, and scored on a wild pitch back in the first. He steps in and reminds all that Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful child care and preschools in Stevens Point. They offer early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. To learn more, visit littlescholars.com. It's 1-0 on Fleece. Throw over, and Lowndes back in there with a head first dive. We've seen multiple pickoff errors over the course of the last couple of days as that one misses high and tight. 2-0 on Fleece. Already 42 pitches through an inning and a third for Seligowski. As it looks like bullpen starting to get loose for Rapids. There's a foul past third. Like they're heading back in toward the dugout now. It's Ron Board getting loose. Came in yesterday through a little over 20 pitches. Was getting loose in game 1 today as well. That's outside. It's 3-1. And swinging away, Fleece took a big cut, fouls it back, and the count runs full, 3-2. So let's see maybe with 1 out if they put the runner in motion over at first. And the 3-2, runner does not go, and that's way up and behind the runner. Fleece will draw the walk, and they'll be at first and second for Richter. Richter swung at the first pitch he saw. He popped up to second base back in that first inning.
Sixers pitcher, Zach Richter.
As he will take a strike. It's 0-1. Looks like they're going to get that bullpen back ready to go again, and they may be working quick. There's one rolled foul. And it's 0-2 on Richter. And he pops it up, back and out of play. And he stays alive. 2 walks in the inning and a fielder's choice ground ball. Ground ball has a chance to get him out of this inning. And then Richter gets hit. Got him at the very top of the number 4 in that 42 on his jersey. And the bases are loaded for Coy Karalunas. As Court Halber is going to walk out there. And he may be making a call. As again, Ron Board still throwing in that bullpen. And a couple final warm-ups, and we'll see if he takes the baseball from Jarrett Seligowski. He has not yet as he talks with his infield. And he's going to leave him in, and we're going to play on. So Seligowski will stay in. He will face Coy Kirilunas, who he did strike out back in the first. 2 walks and a hit batter in the inning for Seligowski. And he will deal with Coy Kirilunas.
Right fielder, Coy Kirilunas.
Kirilunas chased a high breaking ball his first time. And he takes one up at the letters here for ball 1. President Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Location, Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. You can learn more at nicolaybank.com. He's going to launch one, foul down the left field line. Hit it hard, but got a little bit of a hook on it. Like early in the movie, a Happy Gilmore drive. 1-1. As we have time on the field, they're going to go chase down that baseball. Corners are playing in. Double play depth up the middle. The 1-1 is down and away. And it's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. And Coy Kirilunas. That one is behind him, and almost a break for both teams. 1, it almost hit Kirilunas, and 2, it almost hit the bat. So now 3-1. Nowhere to put him. He's got to come in with a strike. And he missed inside. Ball 4. A run is in, and that'll be it. Kirilunas will get the easy RBI. Royce Lown comes in to score, and we're going to see a call to the bullpen. And it looks like Ron Board will be coming in. So Court Hauber's going to take the baseball from his right-hander, and we will step aside. 1 out here at the top of the second. Stevens Point leads 2-1. They have the bases loaded and 1 out. As we will come back with all the changes and get ourselves ready to resume play as you're watching the AAA American Legion Regional on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hi, I'm Josh Sparks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Run Board out there in relief. Seligowski went an inning and a third. Gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 5, struck out 1, also hit a batter. He is responsible for all 3 base runners that are on base right now, as Jonathan Trelka will be the first batter. He'll be faced by right-hander Ron Board. He'll be making his 7th appearance, his 2nd out of the pen. He's 2-2 with a 1.86 earned run average in just over 26 innings. He was 2nd on the team in innings this summer. Again, he threw a little over 20 pitches yesterday before Landon Jones came in, who I think will be the next arm available. As Board will make his final order, he's going to come in with a pressure situation, 1 out, and the base is loaded. Facing the Stevens Point cleanup hitter and Jonathan Trelka, he walked back in the first. Remember, you can fill your home with the best from home furniture with sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture locations, Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, Post Road in Plover. A run is in on the Kirilunas walk. And now a chance for Trelka for a big inning. First one floats down and away, ball one. The release was like a fastball, it almost became like a palm ball. Just kind of faded as it got to the plate. Lee 1-0. There's a fastball, and that's on the corner, and it's 1-1 on Trelka. Board out of the stretch, first base side of the rubber, and hits that inside corner with a fastball. Well located, it's 1-2. Had Trelka backing off the plate, and it hits right on the corner. The 1-2 on the way. Is up, eye level, 2-2. You change eye level, and if you can tunnel it, we'll see if he maybe tries to go down below the knees and get a chase. Saw a couple, I was just watching the last game, some brilliant sequences from Everest and Wausau. He tries to go up with that breaking ball and misses, and it's full, 3-2. Full count. And that's high and tight, and he missed. Ball 4 and a run is in. The RBI. And now Board is asking for a rosin bag. Okay. For a second I thought he was maybe grabbing something, making sure he wasn't hurt, but he needs to dry his hand off. That one slipped out. So another run is in. That one charged to Saligowski. Here's Marschke. He singled back in the first. That one low. Then it's 1-0. Over at third is Richter. Karalunas at second. Trelka's at first. He'll hit a fly ball into right, medium depth. Runner will tag. Throw is coming in. It's all the way through. It'll be late, and Richter will score standing. And he puts his foot right in the center of home plate. A sac fly and an RBI for Marschke. That is out number 2. And that'll bring up Matthew Ostrowski. He drew a walk back in the first.
Sixers catcher, Matthew Ostrowski.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's right on the outside corner with a fastball. 0-1. Board trying to work out this inning. 2 of the runners that he inherited have scored. That one low. It's 1-1. 3 runs have scored in the inning. There has not been a hit. There's been 4 walks, a hit batter, a sac fly. There's a little flare into center, and it's carrying. Still going back, though. Jordan Saligowski gets there to make the catch. That ball just kept on going. 3 runs without a hit and 2 left. We have played an inning and 1/2. Stevens Point's on top, 4-1. It's Game 9 of the AAA American Legion Regional on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're, sorry. that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
Richter back out there for the bottom half of the second. He will face Ron Board, Jordan Seligowski, and Bouchard here in the second. Again, my name is Mike Wendland, Braden Sutter on the production side of things. A big thanks as well today to Katie Leckton, calling game one, producing game two. Chris Conley calling the second game today. So earlier this week, Angelica Dean, production for a couple of games. She'll be here tomorrow producing. Braden will be on the camera on Championship Friday. Big thanks to all of our awesome colleagues. As first one is in, and it's a strike on Board. Of course, we got a whole bunch of people working next week as well at the state tournaments. Breaking ball up, 1-1. A 1-1 is a ground ball back up the middle and into center field. It's a leadoff hit for Board, his first hit of the summer. He had been 0 for 3. Leadoff man aboard for Jordan Seligowski. Just like these players are bringing their best onto the ball diamond, Rich Top Exteriors is bringing top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Rich Top Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. So visit RichTopExteriors.com and learn more. That'll miss inside, ball one on Seligowski. Board leading off of first. There's one perfectly placed, a base hit into right. They'll go station to station, and there's 2 on, nobody out here in the second after back-to-back hits. They bring up Bouchard. A Ranger catcher.
Rangers catcher, number 13, Alan Bouchard.
So here's Adam Bouchard. We'll see if he maybe thinks about bunting, and he does. He squares. Takes one high and tight. Ball one. One ball and nothing. Gray standing about 50 feet away down the first base line. And he squares, pops it up, and that's going to get off the netting. And it's 1-1. At least the games on this field that I've seen, there's been some struggles getting bunts down. Really every team this week so far. A couple of awesome plays as well from players making plays at third. 1-1. And Bouchard pulls back, takes a strike, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Gray staying in. Now they're going to back him up a bit. But he's staying somewhat nearby just in case they have him square with 2 strikes. Richter a long look in before he sets. He'll check Board at second. And a swing and a miss. Richter will get his first Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the night. Call Jamie Wenzel and Serve Pro. It's the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. One down for Josh Bush, the left fielder.
Left fielder, number 18, Josh Bush.
We'll see if maybe he looks to drop one down with 1 out, get back to the top of the order. Infield playing back as well. He'll take a half cut and come up empty. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Richter wants to go through the signs again and gets the one he likes. That one chopped foul. And it's quickly 0-2 on Bush. First two men aboard, Board and Jordan Seligowski, back-to-back singles. There's a line drive. That's a base hit into left center. Board had to hold. They're going to send him around third. The throw is going to be cut off by Trelka. The throw will be late. It's an RBI single for Josh Bush. They'll stay first and second as Seligowski held. So first and second, tying run on base for Landon Freeman in the top of the order. Result at Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this summer. It's call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. Again, 715-344-0701. That's up and away, ball one. Freeman grounded out to first base his first time. Hit a fairly hard chopper to Gray. 3 hits in the inning, 5 for the game already for the Rangers. There's a ground ball. 4. They're going to take the high flip, and Bush diving into second base. Gave the effort, throw just ahead of him. A very slow flip from Hansen gets the fielder's choice. On the play, Seligowski to third. 2 down now for Oswald. He grounded out to second base back in the first. Runner holds. Strike one. Looking to see if Freeman looks to be on the move. It's first and third. Bring the tying run into scoring position. He does not go, and that's fouled away. Freeman looked like he was wanting to run. Now 0-2. And now there's one where you think if I'm Court Halbert, if I'm free, I'm going here. There he goes. And he fouls it away. Put some pressure on, make the defense maybe have to go and cover. And find a hole. Yeah, I think Freeman probably running every pitch the rest of this at bat. He does not go this time. And that one down and away. 1-2 on J.J. Oswald. The 1-2. Chopper to Gray. He's going to throw it to Richter covering. He's going to get there just in time to end the inning. 3-1 for the third out. A run does score on 3 hits. There were a pair of runners left. And after 2 complete, it's 4-2 in favor of Stevens Point. As you're watching AAA American Legion Regional Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
We go to the third. Ron Bourne will get his first full inning of work. It's a 4-2 lead for Stevens Point. And the final line score on Jarrett Seligowski went an inning and a third, 2 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. Struck out 1 and he walked 5. Our final warm-up complete. It will be 7, 8, and 9. Gray, Hansen, and Lown. Here in the third.
Leading off for Stevens Point, third inning. First baseman Oscar.
I'm glad to have you joining us wherever you may be tonight. First one on Gray, who grounded into a fielder's choice. His first time is inside, and that's ball 1. Bourne came in, he did walk a batter, but he got a couple of flyouts to get out of that inning beyond any more. Big slow breaking ball, that's right in there, and it's 1-1. Bourne in for probably as long as he can go. Keep the season alive. That's up and away, it's 2-1. A 2-1 delivery on Gray. And hit him. Got him right in the front hip. Second hit batter of the game. And that'll bring up Trevor Hansen. Hansen drew a walk that led off the second inning. See September Marisol, you can find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, service with a smile. It's open daily for breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. He squares, takes low. The 1-0. Hansen squares, and he pops it up, and that'll be into the net. 1-1. Gray, decent lead. That one way up and away. 2-1 on Hansen. Burchard will go and talk to him, calm down his right-hander. Reminder as well that no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need. All at the lowest prices. 2 balls and a strike on Trevor Hansen. And he squares and takes it low, and it's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. And he gets it down. Bouchard with a sliding play, spins, throws and throws it away down the right field line. That'll bounce off toward the corner. They're going to send the runner around third, and they're going to have to hold up, and everyone's at third base. They're going to throw it. They're going to try and tag out Hansen. The rundown will be tagged out. And a base running miscue after the sacrifice and the throwing error. It was an E2, and ends up being a whole bunch of numbers leading to the out. 9, 2, 5, 6. Gray ends up at third for Royce Lown. So on the play, Gray was being waved around, but he got a late read, and the throw was there. He would have been out. So he stopped, started heading back, and by that point, Hansen, who was trucking along the bases, was 5 feet from third base. So we got a mound visit here. And a chance for Royce Lown, who grounded into a fielder's choice his first time. Came around to score. Infield looks like they're going to be in. At least for sure corners are in. And they're going to bring, looks like the entire infield in. Infield in. Number 9 hitter. And that's in there, right on the inside corner of the fastball, and it's 0-1. So the Rangers do get a break by able to get the outs on the base pass with Hansen. There's one fly ball into right, shallow right. There's no tag. Throw comes all the way through and is smothered by Bouchard. So Vollert makes the play, and now it's Peyton Fleece. Fleece has singled, walked, and he's stolen 2 bases, and he scored 2 runs in the game.
Top of the order for the Sixers. Center fielder Peyton Fleece.
First one on Fleece. Swings and he pops it up, shallow right. Vollert ranging over toward the line, makes the catch in fair territory, and the inning is over. The out on the base pass makes an impact. There was an error, no hits, and a runner left. We've played 2 1/2. Stevens Point is on top 4-2 as you're watching American Legion Baseball Regional Tournament action on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at maidacustom.com.
Richter back out there for the bottom of the 3rd. He'll face the heart of the order, Simonson, Vollert, and Dekarski. 3, 4, and 5 for Wisconsin Rapids here in the 3rd. A 2-run lead for the Stevens Point Sixers. Looking to eliminate Wisconsin Rapids and put themselves in DC Everest at state next week. Simonson doubled and scored back in the 1st. As he will swing away and hit a fly ball into deep right. Karalunas going back, still going back, still going back. That's over his head and out of play. Simonson was at full tilt. He's got to go back to second. It'll be a ground rule double to lead off the inning. Simonson was his head down. I'm running. And second booming double today for Simonson, as he will be in scoring position to lead off the inning. Now Vollert, who singled him home back in the 1st, comes in representing the tying run. As well, then Maida Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel that includes from corporate casual, team uniforms, and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. And he gets hit. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more, madacustom.com. So a double and a hit batter to start the inning on back-to-back pitches. As here comes Dekarski, who grounded out to short his first time. Double play now is an option with the runner on first.
First baseman, Josh Dekarski.
6 hits in the game already for the Rangers off of Richter. 2 of them gone for extra bases. First one is knuckled. That's deflected to second. The throw is in time. Advances the runners. That ball had some wicked English on it from Tokarski. I mean, that was like a professional pool player putting some spin on the cue ball. That thing was spinning every which way. It looked like off the bat Richter's going to have an easy play to get the 1-4-1-6-3 double play. But was able to avoid his glove like it was a magnet. And Hansen was able to just make the throw in time. So here's Ron Board. He singled and scored back in the second. Tying run in scoring position as Richter will work from the windup. Late time. The first one on board. Breaking ball and a leaping catch made by Ostrowski behind the plate. 1-0. Simonson a third, Vollert standing over at second. That one is low, gets through the legs, but stays by Ostrowski, 2-0. The 2-0. That one low, and it's 3-0 now. Again, with one out. You don't want to be walking guys, but it would set up the force. And that's up all four, and they're loaded. So Board draws the walk. As here comes Jordan Seligowski. He singled to right his first time up.
Center fielder, Jared Seligowski.
Richter out of the windup. And Jordan Seligowski will take a strike. Approaching the hour mark of this ball game. We play in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. It gets through. And a wild pitch will score Simonson. And everyone will move up. It's 0-2 on Seligowski. The 0-2. Richter works out of the windup still. And misses up. Ball and 2 strikes. Trying to see who might be the next arm if they need him. Probably Roy Sloan. Strike 3 called. Fastball right down the middle. And there's the second Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Richter tonight. That'll bring up Bouchard, who was his first strikeout back in the second inning. Tying run stands over at third base. Go-ahead run at second and Board. And there's a strike on Bouchard. The 0-1. Chopper up the middle. Into center field, a base hit. First run is in. The throw is going to be way wide, overthrows everybody. Taking second on the throw is Bouchard. 2 RBIs on the play. No error as he was going to second on the throw. It's a 3-run inning. And now here's Josh Bush. He singled home a run back in the second. That ball just trickled through everybody up the middle. And Fleece came up firing.
Left fielder Josh Bush.
And overthrew everybody. Just trying to make a play. Now the Rangers have the lead 5-4. As there's a strike on Josh Bush. And he singled home run to left center back in the second. That's low. So far 3 runs on a couple of hits in the inning. One and one the count. That ball is up, 2-1. But high strike not there tonight. Very vigilant eye at the top of the strike zone. 2-1. That one's low. It's 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Top of the order is due up with Freeman. And there's ball 4. So Bush will draw the walk. They'll be at first and second for Freeman. As that'll draw a visit from Coach Bobby Opiola. Talk to his infield. Freeman's 0 for 2, grounded into a fielder's choice as last time. He's grounded out twice. Rental at Shuda Funeral Services, Stevens Point and Plover, here to help you with all of your funeral needs, 2 convenient locations, and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com. Again, that is shudafuneral.com. Meeting adjourned. Richter glove taps around to head back onto the mound and deal with the top of the order. Freeman, the 8th hitter of the inning. And the Rangers trying to guarantee we'll have 2 games tomorrow.
Top of the order for the Rangers. Second baseman, Langland Freeman.
Freeman, the left-handed hitter. Swings away and flares one into left, long run. The call and the catch is made down the line by Marschke, ending the inning. 3-run score on a couple of hits. 2 runners left, and after 3 complete, Wisconsin Rapids is now on top 5-4. It's Game 9 of the AAA American Legion Regional on Zaleski Sports, presented by Huff Favor Real Estate Group.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
As we head to the 4th, we got a shootout here in a barn burner. 5-4 Rangers. Ron Board back out there. His second full inning on the mound. He will face 2-3-4 Richter, Karalunas, and Trelka. For the Sixers of Stevens Point. Is anyone going to go and get that baseball? Trelka will. Result of tonight's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. First one is that big, slow breaking ball in for a called strike on Zach Richter. 0 for 1, he was hit by a pitch and scored back in the second. And there's that breaking ball again, and he waves and misses. Quickly, 0-2. That time he goes to the heater and misses away. Ball and 2 strikes. Board through an inning and 2/3, just throwing 26 pitches. That one bouncing in there, 2-2. All right, as well, we do have there's bullpen getting loose. And it's full. So a full count. And there's ball 4. After getting ahead 0-2 with curveballs, he misses with 4 straight and a leadoff walk. We'll put the tying run aboard for Coy Karalunas. He walked with the bases loaded back in the second. He struck out his first at-bat. Guess he'll get some instruction from Coach Opiola. It looks like some action in that bullpen.
Right fielder.
Either way, here's Karalunas. And he takes high, ball 1. One and nothing. 2-0, that one outside. Reminder as well, we'll have our first game for sure. We know the matchup at 5 o'clock. It'll be Stevens Point and DC Everest. And that bounces in, and it's quickly 3-0, so that's 7 straight after he got ahead of Richter 0-2. Three and nothing on Karalunas. And that one on the inside corner, strike 1. And strike 2 on the inside corner. Karalunas had taken a couple of steps toward first, and he'll have to head back. So a full count now. So it started with 2 strikes, then 7 straight balls, now back to 2 strikes. And he's going to hop one to second. 4, 6, 3. Smooth as silk. Freeman to Oswald to Dekarski. And there's 2 outs. That was one of the better ones we've seen this summer.
Third baseman.
A beautifully turned double play. He'll bring up Trelka, who's walked a couple of times, once with the bases loaded. And that got him in the head. So Trelka has been hit by the pitch, also on base for the 3rd time, as that one gets him right in the helmet. Looks like he's all right. Looks like that one got a piece of Bouchard as well. Second batter hit by Ron Board. That'll bring up Marschke. Marschke today is singled and driven in a run on a sac fly. And he'll just hit a slow chopper to short. Oswald will take the short throw to second, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits. Runner left halfway through. After 3.5, Wisconsin Rapids leads at 5-4. You're watching American Legion Baseball. It's regional action on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him, and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
We're halfway through this ball game in 70 minutes. From the bottom of the fourth, it'll be 2-3-4 for Wisconsin Rapids. Oswald, Simonson, and Vollert facing Richter. Again, we know one matchup tomorrow, 5 o'clock. It'll be DCI versus Stevens Point. The question is, will that be one game, just a single game of a potential double elimination, or will that be an elimination game with the winner facing Wisconsin Rapids at 7:30? That will all be dependent on this game. So here's J.J. Oswald. He's grounded out twice. 0 for 2.
Shortstop, J.J. Oswald.
And the first pitch here at the bottom of the fourth is a strike. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 5 left through 3 innings for the Rangers. Breaking ball up and away, it's 1-1. 4 runs, 2 hits. No errors. And 7 left through 4. Fly ball into the gap in left center, long run for Marschke. That's over his glove, and that'll get to the wall. Extra bases for Oswald, and he will pull up and get to second with a leadoff double. And again, the Rangers in business for Simonson, who has doubled twice in the game. Twice he has ripped the ball to right. As the ball definitely carrying tonight.
Third baseman, Brett Simonson.
The first one is on the outside corner for a called strike on Simonson. Simonson on a 1-1 count, doubled in the first. First pitch he saw in the third. He had a ground rule double. He was going for another one. He swings and misses. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. A deep breath from Richter. And he misses outside. Simon looked like he took a couple steps back toward the dugout. But granted, that's a third base time. He walked out of the box with purpose. Ball and 2 strikes. Leadoff man aboard in Oswald. And a swing and a miss. Fastball past him. And there's the third serve pro. Jamie Winslow strikeout for Richter. And that'll bring up Vollert. He singled home a run back in the first. He was hit by a pitch back in the third.
Right fielder, Matthew Vollert.
Richter looks back, checks the runner. And there's a fly ball into right, ranging over with our play. The catch is made. The throw is going to go into third. It'll be tipped off the glove, and then it'll get through. But tagging and advancing 90 feet is Oswald, as Karolounis came up firing. So 2 down, runner on third for Dekarski. He's grounded out twice today, once to short, once to second.
First baseman, Josh Dekarski.
Again, stay tuned. We'll have both games tomorrow, or however many games we have tomorrow. There's one skied high into the night sky to center field. Peyton Fleece is there, and the inning is over. Leadoff double ends up at third and no further. Runner left on a hit. We've played 4. So we head to the 5th. Wisconsin Rapids leads at 5-4. So you're watching AAA American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
As we head to the 5th, it's going to be Ostrowski, Gray, and Hansen against Board. Again, 4 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 7 left for Stevens Point. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 6 left for Wisconsin Rapids. So here comes Matthew Ostrowski. He has walked and flown out in the ballgame.
Stevens Point, 5th inning. Sixers catcher Matthew Ostrowski.
And the first one to the Sixer catcher, who we may see pitch today. I'm not quite sure. There's ball 1. Richard only at 58, so he's still in a good spot. That'll be inside. 2-0. We're trying to game plan on who each team has left that can throw today and into tomorrow. There's a strike, 2-1. With the way it's set up, Richter will be good to go on Tuesday in the first day of the state tournament. Have the necessary 4 days of rest. As there's one golfed into shallow center. Freeman backing up. He'll call it off and make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down for Austin Gray. Gray today is grounded into a fielder's choice and been hit by a pitch.
First baseman, Austin Gray.
The first one on Gray is a breaking ball that was not caught, but it's still a strike. One of the few times you see a catcher frame an empty glove and get the call. The 0-1. Ground ball to short. Oswald fires it across, and that's out number 2. So 2 outs now for Trevor Hansen. He has walked, and then he dropped down a sacrifice back in the third. And in what might be the play of the game so far, one of the most important plays for sure. A late read by Gray. They sent him around third. He stopped halfway, and by the time he started heading back, Hansen was about 5 feet away, and then he got caught in a run down and tagged out. So instead of, at that point, second and third and nobody out, it was a runner on third and 1 out, and they were not able to score. As there's ball 1. So that play is one that you're going to remember if Stevens Point can't come back in this game. It's 2-0. That is the play. The 2-0 is down and in. It's 3-0 with Royce Lowndes standing on deck. And 4 straight and a 2-out walk. Well, at minimum, clear the batting order, and we'll flip things around to the top. As Lowndes, the 9-hitter, will step in. 0 for 2, he did score a run after reaching on a fielder's choice. I'm sure if they're not here back in Schofield, DC Everest watching this game intently. As there's a strike to see if they're going to start making plans for some games in Stevens Point next week. They might be the biggest fans of Stevens Point tonight. 1-1. And it's 2-1. However, if Wisconsin Rapids wins, they're going to be cheering for Stevens Point tomorrow. And that one is up. 3 balls and a strike. With Fleece standing on deck. The 3-1 is on the corner, and that's now a strike 2. So that means Hansen will be off with the pitch. Full count, 2 outs. He'll be moving. There he goes. And it hits Lown. So another hit batter. The third that Board has hit in 3 and a 3/3 innings. So back to Peyton Fleece. He's 1 for 2. He scored a couple of runs. He's stolen a couple of bases. And he's going to launch that one foul. That was a rocket down the line, but way foul. It's 0-1. If you're Coach Bobby Opiola, this is who you want up. Especially, again, 2 outs to get him a still decent chance he'll get him another at bat as well. Chance to come through clutch here. And he will line one into left. That's going to be down on a hit. They're going to send the runner around third. The throws to the cutoff man. They're going to have him caught. Hansen again in another rundown. And he will be tagged out on the base pass, and the inning is over. 7-5-2 the outs. As a late send, and Hansen for the second time is caught in no man's land, and we have played 4 1/2. There is a hit and 2 left. It's 5-4 Wisconsin Rapids as you're watching American Legion Baseball regional action on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Update as well as we have another qualifier in the state field. A big thanks to Katie Lecton giving me the update here as Middleton is on their way. They took down Milwaukee in 8 innings, 2-1. They will join Stevens Point, the host, and Oconomowoc, who is on their way as well. So we have 3. We're waiting for 5 more. We could see the 4th team tonight. As we head to the bottom of the 5th with Board to lead things off. Board, Jordan, Seligowski, and Bouchard, 6, 7, 8. Board's been on base twice, singled a walk, and he scored a couple of times. As that's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Richter's got 3 strikeouts. He's walked a couple, giving up 8 hits and 5 runs. That one up and in, it's 1-1. The 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Five to 4. Wisconsin Rapids, that 3-run third. So far the difference. They appeal, he did not go. It's 3-1. The big hit, that 2-run single by Bouchard. And the 3-1. There's a strike, 3-2. Count runs full. And that's a foul off of Ron, and he'll shake it off and reset into the batter's box. Yeah, it looks like action continuing in the Ranger bullpen. Dekarski getting loose. And there's ball 4, and Board is on base for the 3rd time. Second walk that he has drawn. That'll bring up Jordan Seligowski. Seligowski's got a single and a strikeout today. He's 1 for 2. So Jordan Seligowski.
Center fielder, Jordan Seligowski.
I think if they can get Dekarski then to, if they need to close out the game, you would have Jones for tomorrow. As he bunts, offers, misses, 0-1. The 0-1. Trelka creeping in over at 3rd. No square. Strike 2. We got some fog rolling in right field. Quick here, Lunas is looking like he's in a movie right now, and right. That one down and away. It's 1-2. You see Coy over in right, standing among the mist. As Richter misses outside, it's 2-2. The 2-2. Inside, and the count's going to run full. Full count, nobody out on Jordan Seligowski. Swing and a miss. Chase the high fastball. Probably would have been ball 4, and there's the 4th serve pro, Jamie Wenzel, strikeout for Richter. That'll bring up Bouchard. And the 2-run single back in the 3rd. That's what's given the Rangers the lead. A 2-out, 2-run single. And he'll take a strike on the inside corner. The 0-1. Strike 2. Right at the top of the knees. 0-2 on Bouchard. Board still over at first. And that one, the brim of the helmet. 1-2. Pitch number 74 for Richter. Richter, not a primarily strikeout guy at 17 in just under 30 innings. As that'll miss 2-2. But he's just steady and unflappable. I can notice that when I did my interview with him yesterday. That one fouled back, and Bouchard stays alive. That one fouled off the gear of Ostrowski. Try it again. Two-two. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase. And he gets the second out of the inning, and his fifth serve pro, Jamie Wenzel, strikeout. 2 down now for Josh Bush. Josh has been on base twice, a single, an RBI, and he's also drawn a walk.
Left fielder, Josh Bush.
And much like we had Stevens Point, flipping the batting order over. He's going to hit a flare into right. That's down a base hit. That's into the gap. Kerry Lewis will get to it quick. They'll make a big turn. The throw is going to be cut off at second, and they're at the corners for Freeman. Josh Bush on base for the third time tonight. And now here is Freeman, who's 0 for 3. He has grounded out twice and flown out.
Top of the order, second baseman Landon Freeman.
Throw over and in with a dive. That's a risky play with the runner on third. Richter sets, runner goes. It's up. There will be no play, and he'll take second. 1-0 now on Freeman. That's going to get away, and a late read, and Board wisely stays put. 2-0 on Freeman. Oswald on deck. Clay Tokarski still throwing. That one gets away, and again, no advances. That was almost like he was crossed up, and it's 3-0. We'll get a mound visit from Ostrowski.
If you have your 50-50 tickets, winning ticket is 494530.
Just got to make sure they're on the same page. Last thing you want, even if it's ball 4, is to get one through and let Board come in from 30. You want to try and strand that runner, keep it a 1-run game.
$71. You go to the beer tent and collect your winnings. 494530.
3-0 on Freeman. And the 3-0. Base is loaded. Freeman draws the walk. And now here comes J.J. Oswald. He's 1 for 3, doubled back in the fourth.
Shortstop, J.J. Oswald.
First one on Oswald is in for a called strike. So Tokarski just keeping himself loose. He's playing catch with Carson Orheim. Just making sure he's ready if needed. 0-1 on Oswald. Base is loaded. And that one will be a touch out, maybe a bit up as well. It's 1-1. Richter bounces that one down and in, blocked by Ostrowski. 2-1. Again, a good amount of room behind home plate down the lines. There's not quite Everest levels of foul territory, but not too far away. The 2-1 is fouled off. It's 2-2. Board's been over at third base for a while now. He led off the inning with a walk. Josh Bush singled. He's at second. Freeman walked. He's at first. Great speed all around. And the 2-2 on Oswald as Richter works from the windup. And he spoils it, stays alive, third base side. Still 2-2. This will be pitch number 89 for Zach Richter. Tries to get through the fifth. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Freezes him and strands the base. He ends up getting 3 punch-outs in the inning. He's got 6 serve pro strikeouts for the game. No runs a hit and 3 left. 5 are in the books. It's a 5-4 lead for Wisconsin Rapids as you're watching Game 9 of the AAA American Legion Regional on Zaleski Sports, brought to you tonight by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
We go to the 6th, still 5-4 Wisconsin Rapids, and Topper on board back out there. He will face 2-3-4 Richter, Karalunas, and Trelka. And we were talking, Braden Sutter and I talking during the break about who might be available if they move on to tomorrow. Ethan Dillingham threw 72 on Tuesday. So it'd be close with him if he would be only 2 days of rest. I'd have to look at the rules. That'd be very borderline. Because you have very likely Landon Jones would probably be the first man in. There's a line drive into the gap in left center. And extra bases for Richter. He's going to turn the corner. He's on his way to first. And he will stop there with a leadoff double. On base for the 3rd time tonight. He's won 1 for 2. And when you look back and you look at that swing, you look back to the last inning and the out at the plate. Instead, he would have, if they'd hold the runners, you have him up with the bases loaded. He does that. There's probably 3 runs. Either way, tying run at second. And inside, almost got a piece of Zakoy Karalunas, ball 1. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. He's driven in a run on a bases-loaded walk back in the second. That one down and away. And a nice pick on the short hop by Bouchard. Tying run over at second base. Yeah, I think with the guys you have up in the order, this is your real big chance of your Stevens Point. It's 3-0 on Karalunas with Trelka on deck. Trelka does not have a batting line tonight. He has walked twice and been hit by a pitch. Taken all the way, and Karalunas takes a strike. Blast him up into the 4-6-3 double play. So the 3-1. He swings and hits a high fly ball into shallow left center. The call and the catch is made by Seligowski, and there's out number 1. One down for Trelka. And he walked back in the first, walked back in the second. That drove in a run. Then he was hit in the helmet back in the fourth.
Third baseman, Jonathan Trelka.
Trelka in the cleanup spot tonight, tying run in Richter over at second base. And that's up and in, ball 1 on the Sixer third baseman. As Richter will retie his cleat, or his molded cleats. One and nothing the count on Trelka. That big, slow, almost an ephus. And that's 1-1. I mean, that ball just never got there until it was there. For trying to explain it, I mean, that was 50 miles an hour, 55. That was a Zach Greinke curveball. 1-1 on Trelka. Misses up and away with a fastball. 2-1. That one low. It's 3-1. Trelka represents the go-ahead run. Runner goes. The throw is going to get away down the line. And that's a very heads-up play by Simonson. That's a savvy veteran play. He held the tag on despite not having the baseball and did not let Richter come in and score as he steals third. And he's going to need a moment. So the count will be full. That was a called strike. Infield is in. And there's ball 4. So Trelka's on base for the 4th time today. He is a resounding 0 for 0 at the plate with an RBI. Yes, that'll bring up Marschke. Marschke 1 for 2. A single. He's had a sacrifice fly, and he grounded out last time. Nothing. Corners will be in. Double play depth up the middle. First one, outside. 1-0 on Braden Marschke. Trelka takes his lead off of first. He'll hold. And that's blocked, and a good block by Bouchard. Another one of those plays where you look back later if you're a coach and you remember that saved a run. 2-0. A humid day with, again, the moisture coming up off the field. Marshke takes all the way, and he takes a strike. 2-1. But hopefully all this fogginess means that we're going to be rid of it all by tomorrow. The 2-1. Runner goes, hitting a run on, and it's a base hit. And trying to go to third. The throw is on line. The tag applied, and he's out at third. Trelka thrown out by Vollert, 9-5. But Richter comes in with the tying run. What a throw by Matthew Vollert. So 2 outs, Marshke at first for Ostrowski. It's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he takes a strike on that outside corner. 5-5 ball game. And there's a little flare into the center. That's down, a base hit. They'll go station to station. 2-out single for Matthew Ostrowski will bring up Austin Gray. Gray today, his 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the third. Go-ahead run in the form of Marshke with good speed over at second base.
First baseman, Austin Gray.
That's down and away, and it's ball 1. That's inside. It's 2-0. Run is in on 3 hits in the inning. Stevens Point now 5 runs on 6 hits in the game. And then that hit him. So Gray hit by a pitch for the second time, the 4th. In every full inning he has pitched, Ron Bord has hit a batter. So bases loaded, 2 down for Hansen. As Bord with a long talk with Bouchard, just the 2 of them. And we're good to go. Hansen today has walked twice. He's dropped down a sacrifice. He's had some rough luck on the base pass that aren't of his own doing. Been tagged out twice in rundowns. That one up and away, ball 1. Go-ahead run 90 feet away in Marshke. Ostrowski's over at second. Gray over at first. And that's a strike. It's 1-1 on Hansen. The 1-1. Inside. 2-1. Got to get a strike across here. Don't want to fall behind. 3-1. And he hits the zone. 2-2 now on Hansen. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases filled with Sixers. That's going to get away and no advance. Marshke will hold his spot and the count runs full. And now, at the very least, Ostrowski and Gray will be on the move. Marshke very hesitantly will be on the move. The count runs full. Might be the pitch of the ball game here, the pitch of the season. Ball 4. Stevens Point has the lead on the bases loaded walk to Trevor Hansen. Marschke in to score. Now a 6-5 lead, and out comes Court Halber. It looks like he's going to be making the call for Josh Tokarski. He will get handed the baseball. Tokarski will be in to pitch. Graff will go to first and will step aside. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Stevens Point now leads at 6-5 with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Royce Lown at the plate. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Josh Tokarski, he's going to get loose. The right-hander is coming out of the pen. Eli Graff will come in, go to first base, and be in Ron Board's spot in the batting order. So he'll be due up 4th in the 6th. 2 runs in on 3 hits, 2 walks at batter. And how big was that play by Vollert earlier in the inning, throwing out Trelka at third? Royce Lown, the first man to face, and he's going to swing away and foul it first base side, now to play. Royce today's 0 for 2. He has scored a run, also been hit by a pitch. The Sixers shortstop, a guy who also might be on the mound tomorrow, as there's one down low. It's 1-1. There is bullpen action. For Stevens Point. So there's one fouled away. A right-hander. Can't be Trelka. He threw on Tuesday. High and tight. So Richter just throwing, staying loose. 2-2 on Royce Lown. So Richter, after it's been a long inning, just keeping himself loose. That one chopped foul. The 2-2. There's a little flare into shallow center, and that's going to be down a hit. 1 run is in. They're going to hold the runner at third. An RBI single for Royce Lown. And the bases remain loaded for Peyton Fleece. Fleece, 2 for 3 in the game. A couple of singles, a couple of runs scored. And he gets hit right away. And he's got a stare down at Tokarski, and a run is in. Very first pitch that he sees, Fleece gets hit on the hip. It's a 4th inning, and now here comes Richter, who's led off the inning with a double. As Stevens Point has batted around and lead at 8-5.
Sixers pitcher Zach Richter.
And Richter will take a strike. Richter swung at the first pitch of the inning, doubled into the gap. That one inside. It's 1-1. Ground ball to short. Oswald will take the easy play at second to end the inning. But it was a 4-run frame for Stevens Point. 4 hits. They left them loaded. 5.5 are in the books, and it's an 8-5 lead now for the Stevens Point Sixers on Zaleski Sports. It's regional action presented by Huff Favor Real Estate.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
You take a look on the outfield. If you're a left fielder, you are pretty much hidden by the fog. Marschke out there now, but it is all the way across the outfield. There's a little bit of brief respite in center, but it is all the way across now. And it's going to just make your job just a little bit tougher as an outfielder to make sure you're tracking the baseball as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Outside of that, it's a humid but pretty nice night as we move past this 10 o'clock hour. Richter is back out there with 89 pitches. He will face Simonson, Vollert, and Dekarski, 3-4-5. With a 3-run lead through 6 innings. Eight runs on 7 hits for Stevens Point.
Leading off, third baseman Brett Simonson.
Simonson today is doubled twice, scored twice. He's 2 for 3 as he takes a strike. And again, hard the order up. You want to at least get a run or two across here if you're the Rangers. Chip away at this lead. That'll miss up, but it's 1-1. And you also maybe a chance to chase Richter out of this game. He's at 91 pitches. That one will bounce in there. It's 2-1. I don't know who is next, and my first thought was Roy Sloan, who has pitched 4 games out of the pen. Could be Marschke. We will soon find out. That one fouled back 2-2 on Simonson. Swing and a miss. Went to a changeup, it looked like, and gets Simonson swinging. That's out number 1. His 7th Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the day. And that'll bring up Vollert. Matthew Vollert today, 1 for 2, an RBI single back in the first. He was hit by a pitch and scored back in the third. Flew out to right field as last time. Also has an outfield assist today, as that one will bounce in there for ball 1. We're glad to have you joining us today. The 9th game here from the Quadplex this week. The 7th here on the North Field. There's a swing and a miss. This is 1-1. My name is Mike One, then Braden Sutter. Frankenstein things today. Of course, again, big thanks to everyone who has come out here and called games, worked games. Kenny Lecton's called a few games, produced a couple as well. Chris Conley's called a couple. Angelica Dean's produced. Again, we're very thankful for them and for all of our colleagues and all of our great sponsors here at Zaleski Sports, helping you bring games year-round. You'll have a very brief week and a half, 2-week slight lull after the state tournaments, as there's one missing high, 3-1, before we jump into the fall high school season. But for the most part, we're consistently on the air as long as there's games being played. Ground ball to third. Big hop for Trelka. Fires across. Got him. Out number 2. And that will bring up Dekarski. Dekarski today's 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a fly out. Graf will be on deck. So here's Dekarski. And he'll take one up for ball 1. That was pitch number 100 for Richter. That one is going to miss well up and tight, 2-0. Ground ball, fared on the left field line, past the diving Trelka. He'll make a big turn, and he will stop at first with a 2-out single. Runner aboard for Eli Graf, getting his first at-bat of the night.
Batter is Eli Graf.
First one to him is up, ball 1. Richter wants to do baseball. Graf was, if I remember right, the final out on Tuesday night. He was, actually. He had intentionally walked Simonson to load the bases. He grounded out to third. Against Trelka. That one down low. And this will be the final batter for Richter. He'll try and end on a high note. Go back to the dugout with a 3-run lead. And he's behind 3-0 though on Graf. So because of the pitch count, Richter cannot be on the hook for the loss no matter what happens. Can only win or get a no decision. The 3-0 is in there, 3-1 on Graf. No matter what happens, there will be a new pitcher to face Jordan Seligowski, whether that's still in the 6th or if it's in the bottom of the 7th. And it's ball 4. It will be in the bottom of the 6th. Bobby Opiola on his way out. He's going to make the call. And we will see who ends up going out there in Richter. It looks like it might be Ostrowski going and get the gear off. He'll hand off the baseball and get fist bumps from all of his teammates as Richter goes 5 2/3. He had 10 hits and 5 runs. He's responsible for the 2 runners as we'll step aside. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, 8-5. Stevens Point on top. You're watching AAA American Legion regional action on Zaleski Sports, presented tonight by Hall Favor Real Estate Group.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're, that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. we'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Matthew Ostrowski is going to pitch. Changes around. Richter goes to right field, and Coy Kirilunas is behind the plate. He will catch against the right-hander Ostrowski. It'll be Jordan Seligowski to hit, and he represents the tying run. Guys, we're 20 minutes past 10 o'clock this evening. And as we set up the scenario for you guys as well, we haven't done that in a while, for what tomorrow would look like in the regional championship Friday. We know the game at 5. It'll be Stevens Point and DC Everest. That one, we know, that's set in stone. That will be the game. The question is how this game would change things out. If Wisconsin Rapids can come back and win, they will play the winner of that game at 7:30 with a chance to go to state. If Stevens Point hangs on, DC Everest will lock up a trip to state, and then they would have to win twice tomorrow. But the Sixers need to hang on for that scenario to go through right now. Tying run at the plate. First one from Ostrowski is low, ball 1. Seligowski 1 for 3. Singled back in that second inning. And he will hit a fly ball into right. Richter going back. Richter still going back, still going back. That's over his head. That's off the fence. That's going to bring in a couple of runs. There will be no play at home. It's a 2-run double for Jordan Seligowski as that ball just kept on going and going. And now the tying run's in scoring position for Bouchard. And close the book on Richter, 7 runs on 10 hits. So Bouchard, who's 1 for 3 with a 2-run single back in the third, will step in as the go-ahead run, tying run now with great speed at second base. That ball just kept on carrying. Richter thought he had a beat on it. That'll be up. Ball 1 on Bouchard. 4th appearance of the season for Matthew Ostrowski. He's thrown just shy of 4 innings. As he pops that one back and out of play, it's 1-1. Yeah, at this point in the tournament, it's really, and Josh Metz said this on Wednesday for Marshfield after they eliminated Plover. It's survive and advance. It's what arms do you have left? Who can throw strikes? All hands on deck. 1-1 on Bouchard as Ostrowski will step off. Ground ball in the hole at short. Lown, flat-footed, long throw, diving into the bag. And it's in time, and the inning is over. A good stretch there by Austin Gray. But it was a big rally with 2 outs by the Rangers. 2 runs on a couple of hits. They left a runner. As we head to the 7th, it's an 8-7 ball game on Zaleski Sports, so AAA American Legion Baseball, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Mega Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
As we go to the 7th, it's a new pitcher. Landon Jones is in the game. As he will face Karolounis, Trelka, and Marshke.
Leading off for the Sixers, right fielder Coy Karolounis.
First one is fouled away by Karolounis. The 0-1. Popped back and out of play. It's 0-2. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Rangers in the bottom half of the 7th. It's an inside-out ground ball to the first base. Graf's going to take it himself. And that's out number 1. One down for Trelka.
Third baseman, Jonathan Trelka.
Trelka looking for his first official at bat of the game. He's behind 0-1. He has walked 3 times, been hit by a pitch. He's driven in a run. As he's now behind 0-2 in the count. So again, Landon Jones in the game. Tokarski out. Try and maybe have both guys available tomorrow. There's one fouled away. And that would be ideal if the Rangers can come back and walk this one off. Would be to have both those guys throwing tomorrow. Breaking ball inside. It's 1-2 on Trelka. Again, it'll be Bush, Freeman, Oswald against Matthew Ostrowski in the 7th. It's 2-2 now on Trelka. The 2-2, down and away. It's back to full. 3-2. This will be the most fascinating box score you will see in years, folks. For Jonathan Trelka, he is 0 for 0 with 4 walks, a hit by pitch, and an RBI. One out base runner for Marshke. He's singled home a run back in the 6th. He's 2 for 3 on the day. And he'll take a fastball on that corner, strike 1. Long look over to get the signs from Coach Opiola. Yeah, I'm sure this inning being watched very diligently in Schofield. It's 1-1. Fly ball into the gap in right center. That's going to split the outfielders. That's going to get all the way shy of the warning track. They're going to hold the runner at third. They'll be at second and third with 1 out as Marshke has a 1-out double. He's got a 3-hit day. 3 for 4 with a couple of RBIs for Braden Marshke. And here comes Matthew Ostrowski. 1 for 3. He singled and scored back in the 6th. Some huge insurance runs for the Sixers as the infield's coming in for the Rangers.
The pitcher, Matthew Ostrowski.
First pitch and a beauty of a breaking ball for strike one. That one high and tight. One and one. Everybody in trying to cut that run. Ground ball. Diving stop by Oswald. Throw to the plate. It's going to be late. He'll be safe. Trelka dives in and Trelka's hurt. Trelka holding that right shoulder, and we hope he's going to be all right. He dove very awkward. He dove, and he may have landed on the plate with that dive. It'll be a fielder's choice and an RBI
First baseman,
for Ostrowski. And here comes Gray. He takes ball one. Gray's 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He has scored a run. Rangers are going to need now at least 2 runs. Runners going. Double steal. High and tight. Throw to third. Is late, and that's down the line. And they'll hold there. It'll be a double steal. And now Simonson is down. He may have gotten caught up. I couldn't. It was tough to tell. Yeah. The dive into third, he just kept on sliding. It ended up going into his leg. So we're going to step aside as they look at Brett Simonson and Jonathan Trelka as well in the point dugout. We'll step aside. You're watching Zaleski Sports, presented by Hall Favorite Real Estate Group.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him, and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
So Tibbetts is going to enter the ballgame at third base. Simonson will depart. And we hope the best for Simonson going forward as he looked like a lower body injury. As swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch for Gray. Second and third, your situation as we resume play here in the 7th. 1 out. Infield is in. Well, the 2-1. He bunts, and he bunts it foul. These suicide squeeze was on. Marschke was on the move. Now 2-2 on Gray. And he got him swinging, changed speeds, and got him over the top and gets his first strikeout. That's a big out, number 2. And that'll bring up Trevor Hansen with 2 down.
Second baseman, Trevor Hansen.
Hansen's walked 3 times and dropped down a bunt. He also does not have an official at bat. So he takes one high and tight. 3 walks, a sack, bunt, and RBI. Jones over 20 pitches now. as he's going to even the count 1-1 on Hansen. Marshke and Ostrowski, the runners, at third and second, respectively. And there's a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2 on Hansen. He's going to serve one short. Oswald is there. He bobbles it, and everybody's safe. It'll be an E6 to bring in a run. Marshke in to score. Oswald, as the runner went right past him and over the top of the baseball, he may have just lost sight of the ball for just that eyelash of a second. And now Royce Lown. He's 1 for 3. He's driven in a run, scored a run. And that ball is up for ball 1. So the Rangers are going to need 3. Again, it'll be Josh Bush, Landon Freeman, J.J. Oswald, and then Tibbetts. That's inside. It's 2-0. He swings high, pop up, shallow center. Freeman calls it, catches it, and ends the top half of the 7th. Stevens Point gets a couple of runs. There was 1 hit, there was 1 error, and 2 runners left. Last half of the 7th, last chance for Wisconsin Rapids to keep their season alive. They're down by 3. It's 10-7 Stevens Point. It's American Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports Regional Action presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
We move to the bottom half of the 7th. Matthew Ostrowski's got to protect a 3-run lead to get the save and send not only the Sixers to Championship Friday, to send DC Everest to Buchholz for the state tournament. That's what we're going to find out in the next few minutes. A couple changes defensively. Jonathan Trelka, who was banged up, sliding in home plate, he goes over to first. And Austin Gray will go over and play third. So they'll just switch spots. Again, we hope the best for Trelka going into tomorrow. We're going to hope the best for Brett Simons, who's out of the game tonight. Going forward, here's Josh Bush lead things off. He's had a good night, a couple of hits. He's drawn a walk. He's driven in a run. Of course, stay tuned. We'll have your Nason Mildary post-game show following the game tonight as well. Talking winning coach, winning player down on the field. First one misses. Ball 1 on Bush. Rangers need some base runners. They're going to need 3 to keep their season alive, as it's 1-1 on Bush. Singles back in the 2nd and 5th. He walked in the 3rd. It's down and away. 2-1. 10 runs on 8 hits for Stevens Point tonight. The 2-1 from Ostrowski. That's on the corner. 2-2. Again, the defense. Kara Loomis is behind the plate. Trelka's over at first. Hansen and Lown up the middle. Gray's now over at third. Marshke, Flees, Richter, your outfield. The 2-2. Yank that one. It's full. 3-2. You got the speed you want coming up this inning. Trying to manufacture some runs between Bush, Freeman, Oswald. The 3-2. Leadoff man aboard. Bush with leadoff walk. He's on base for the 4th time today. And now here is Freeman. Freeman's 0 for 3 with a walk. We'll see with the new catcher in if Bush maybe looks to run. You think probably not, and he does go. Throw to second is going to be late, and it gets getting into center field, but he'll stay there. Pitch was a strike. It's 0-1. Very risky move to send him down 3. Can't afford to make it on the base pass if you are the Rangers. Can't give away. Well, so 0-1 on Freeman. He goes, and there will be no throw. And he's going to take third without a throw. Ostrowski never looked at him. Count goes to 1-1 on Freeman. Tying run coming into the on-deck circle with Oswald. That one spoiled, 1-2. Ostrowski's faced 3 batters. He's given up a double, a ground out, and a walk. The 1-2 on Freeman. Breaking ball out, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes on the second baseman. And one fouled away, left field side. Two balls and 2 strikes. Rangers needing 3. Fly ball into left, coming in is Marschke. He'll make the catch, and there will be no tag. And that's out number 1. Shallow fly ball. Really best case scenario for Ostrowski there. Now here's J.J. Oswald. Oswald 1 for 4 with a double.
Shortstop, J.J. Oswald.
Standing on deck is Tibbetts. That one well outside. And it's 1-0. Two and 0. Two and 0. Rangers looking for one more base runner to bring that tying run to the plate. It's 3-0. Ostrowski, who was caught 3 games, or essentially almost 3 games now, and now pitching. He throws that one right down the middle. He caught 19 innings before coming into pitch this week. That one is a ground ball to third. Gray is there. Long throw on a hop. Trelka's there. Got him. The one hop skip throw. Called out. Bang, bang, play at first, and that's out number 2. It does bring in a run. And now, down to their final outs, it's Justin Tibbetts.
Justin Tibbetts, the batter.
Who entered the game for Simonson. They need to get Vollert to the plate. Strike 1. Vollert on deck would represent the tying run. Ground ball, foul to Court Halber in the third base coaching box, and it's 0-2. Rangers down to their final strike. Season on the line. Stevens Point and DC Everest are going to state. Ostrowski gets the strikeout, ends this one, and your final score, 10-8, Stevens Point the winners, and it'll be the Sixers and Everest playing at Buchholz next week in the state tournaments. Stay tuned. Your Nasonville Dairy postgame show's on the way next on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh sheets here made daily. Marshall Curtis, NasonvilleDairy.com. Michael here with Coach Bobby Opiola. Matthew Ostrowski joining us in just a couple of moments as Stevens Point not only moves on to championship Friday, they've also put another team in the state tournament tonight as well. We had Coach talk about just this game. It was a wild game. The momentum was flipping on a dime, and just seeing these guys battle had to make you feel pretty good as a coach.
Absolutely. We battled the whole way. I had a bad game on the bases. I made some bad mistakes running the guys around, but our team battled and carried me through the game.
And there was aggressiveness on the bases too. I mean, taking extra bases, tagging up, a lot of little things really kind of stood out for you guys. But how big was getting those insurance runs late to make it a little Easier for Matthew, who had to go after catching 19 innings, come in and pitch? But he was able to get a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, it's a tough game. There's a lot going on, and having our team in a situation with guys on base, close game, a guy that doesn't pitch very much, but we got some runs, made it a little easier to throw the ball down the plate, and he did well.
Now you guys, you're in the driver's seat. They got to get you twice tomorrow. Just one, and you guys are regional champs. That plaque's coming to Buchholz Park. What does it mean for you to see this team really peaking right now, playing their very best?
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, like I said, we have a great group of guys in the dugout. They get along, and playing a lot of games in a row without those rain days, and we're rolling, and hopefully we keep it going.
So, Coach, great job tonight. We're going to see you tomorrow and see if you guys can bring a plaque home.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Matthew Ostrowski joining us, our Highlight House player of the game. Not only catching 19 innings before having to come in over the last couple of days, you come in, you shut the door, you get that strikeout to end it. What was your feeling letting go of that last pitch?
I just really wanted to hit my spot. And I know I struggled a little bit, had a walk or two, but I was feeling good. Just wanted to hit my spot, get that strikeout.
And then for you as well, again, coming in and catching a lot with the heat, with the humidity, and just the craziness that's been this week. How do you adjust from taking the gear off now? You got to come in and now go pitch. I don't know if you had any chance to warm up even.
Yeah, I had a little bit of warm-up time, but came in straight out of the inning and obviously feel a little bit in my legs, but just got to really focus on the lower half and get it moving to pitch.
And then how big was it for you as to see some insurance runs get across in the top half of the inning, make it a little bit easier for you now like they had to get 3 and not just 1?
Felt good. Could, as a pitcher, be a little more relaxed and not so stressed up there, and just being able to trust your defense more. But yeah, definitely a good feeling getting some of those runs.
And Coach had talked about you guys have played a lot of games in a short amount of time without the rain and without everything like that, and you guys seem to be peaking now. You already guaranteed the spot, but now you have a chance to clinch that regional championship. What does it mean for you as a player to see this team playing so well right now and a chance to get that plaque?
It feels really good because, like you said, we struggled a little bit beginning of the season with the rainouts and whatnot. Now we're getting into a groove of things. Just feels like really good feeling to be able to go earn that plaque and get to state on a roll and take it.
So we're going to do one last thing. We'll get you in our highlight house. I don't know if you've done this before. You see your camera up there in the second window. I'll give you the microphone. I'll count you. Just go, I'm Matthew Ostrowski, and I'm in the house. Okay? Going 3, 2, 1.
I'm Matthew Ostrowski, and I'm in the house.
Good job, man. Get some rest. Good luck.
Thank you.
Matthew Ostrowski, highlights player of the game, came in, gets the save, as Stevens Points is in the driver's seat for a regional championship going into tomorrow. First game, 5 o'clock. They'll host DC. They'll take on DC Everest here. If they win just one game, they're regional champs. DC Everest has to beat them twice. So that being said, we know the two teams coming out here at state. It'll be Stevens Point. It'll be DC Everest. They'll play tomorrow once and maybe twice here on Zaleski Sports. With that being said, wrapping things up here, this has been your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh cheese curds made daily. Marshall Curtis, NasonvilleDairy.com. For Braden Sutter, this is Mike Wellen saying so long for now. We'll talk to you tomorrow evening for more baseball as we wrap up the regional championship right here on Zaleski Sports. Until then, good night, everybody.